video, we're going to talk about, would you rather have an 850 credit score or $100,000? Let's get into it. Hey guys, I'm Tasha from the Major Change Group, where we believe small changes can create big results. And if this is your first time on the channel, welcome. We talk about credit, budgeting, student loans, and everything in between. Now, we're on the last video in the series, Credit Score Explained, where we're going to be talking about, would you rather have an 850 credit score or $100,000? Drop down in the comments and let me know which one would you rather have. But before we get there, let's kind of backtrack a little bit if this is the first video that you're watching in a series related to Credit Score Explained. So your credit score is broken down into 5 parts. So you have your payment history, your credit card utilization, the length of credit, your credit types, and your credit mix. Really, your credit score is letting the creditors know what is the probability that you would pay your debts back. That's really all it is. Would you let somebody borrow $1,000, $10,000, $100,000 if you knew that they were not good with their money and the probability of them paying you back was slim? No, I don't think so. Also, we talked about how you can improve your credit score, and some of that includes 1, making sure that you're paying your bills on time. 2, making sure that your utilization is 30% or less, but I say 10% or less. If you could do 0, that would be great. Also, you want to make sure that you are pulling your credit report along with your credit score so that you can look at your credit report from all 3 bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. That way you can see if there's any discrepancies on any of them. Also, I want to say in the last video, we talked about how you can increase your credit score with credit. And most of all, using secured credit cards, because you have secured credit cards and unsecured credit cards. And unsecured credit cards are the one that most people want. That way you're using the bank's money. But secured credit cards is where you're using your money to fund the credit card. But usually 6 months to 12 months after you have had the secured credit card, and if you're using it the right way, usually the bank or the credit card company will change it from secured to unsecured. So those are a couple of things that we had talked about from the Credit Score Explained series. But most definitely, after you watch this video, go back and watch the other video. Now, create a series called Credit Score Explained. Obviously, having a good credit score is great. And I would love to have an 850 credit score. I would love to have an 800 credit score. Right now, I'm kind of around the 723. And last year, I was at probably like a 743, 748, somewhere around off in there. And that's okay. But having a high 850 credit score and no capital, no cash money to go along with it, I would rather have the $100,000 than an 850 credit score. And you ask why? Well, I'm going to tell you. So if you go to the bank right now with the 850 credit score, but either you don't have a job or you don't have money in the bank, most likely they're not going to give you either the car, the house, or whatever it is, the money you're trying to borrow from. So cash is still king, and I believe even if you have a credit score that, let's say, is around 650 or somewhere in there, but if you have $100,000, I think that the bank will probably give you the money for whatever you're wanting because you have the cash along with it. Now, your interest rate might be a little bit higher, but if you have the cash coming in every month, you could pay that off pretty quick, and you have more leverage than if you didn't. So I would definitely take the 100K over a 800 or 850 credit score. I would even say, so let me ask you this question. What if you could only have a 650 credit score for the rest of your life, but you got $30,000 every month along with the 650 credit score? Would you take a 650 credit score for the rest of your life? Now, I know that that can be an extreme example, but I'm really saying it to say that, yes, having an 850 credit score, having an 800 credit score would be great, but the credit score compared to the capital or the income that you have, cash is still king, and you have to really consider the overall picture and not just one piece, having a lot of credit. Overextending yourself on credit could be a headache, especially if you do not have the capital or the income coming in along with. Now on this channel, we're all about being good stewards of our money, and you can actually go down in the description and click on the link and get your free budget and debt repayment worksheet. That way we can work on our budgets together and making sure that we are knowing how much money is coming in compared to how much is going out, saving for a rainy day, investing in ourselves, creating goals so that we can live the life that we want to live. So with all that being said, yes, it is definitely great to have a good credit score of an 800 or 850, but we really need to understand the overall and have a good foundation, financial foundation first before we start applying for a lot of credit. So I hope that this has definitely been helpful to you. Please drop down in the comments and let me know what you're thinking about this series. And if you have any other questions, please like, subscribe, share with a friend, and turn on those notifications so that you will be notified when new content comes out. I thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.
It's not a game, it's a